In the novel The Story of the Stone, the author manifests subtle elements within the physical representations of his characters, thereby giving major hints about their personalities. One such significant example is Wang Xifeng, who is introduced when Daiyu meets her for the first time. Wang Xifeng is related to Daiyu and Baoyu, the protagonists of the story, as cousin and is essentially someone who holds the Jia household together. In chapter 3 of volume 1 of The Stone, the novel gives a detailed description of her attire and her ornaments in her introduction, which indicates a lot about her character. In this introduction, Tao Xueqin instantly conveys Wang Qifeng's physical beauty and sets her apart from other ladies, as some fairy princess with sparkling jewels and gay embroideries. Here, Tao clothes the ethereal, which is the fairy princess, with raiment worn by a very wealthy human. Such impactful comparison creates an aura of amazement around Wang Qifeng's character. Now, the Chinese populace has always been fascinated with beautiful stones and jewels throughout history, and particularly during the Qing dynasty, when the story is set. A prime example is Baoyu's mysterious jade, which instantly elevates Baoyu's appeal as a character. The heightened interest in Baoyu is apparent when Xifeng talks to Jia Yukun while discussing the Jia household, and I quote, "He was even more remarkable because at the moment of his birth, he had a piece of beautiful cleared colored jade in his mouth with a lot of writing in it." Unquote. Naturally, such gems demonstrate power and superiority within the Chinese society. Therefore, within one sentence, Tao establishes Wang Xifeng's beauty through a comparison with a fairy and her authority wielded within the household by adorning her with jewels and embroideries. Also, Tao describes a chignon, where the clustered pearls and gold filigree are symbolic of her strength. The most interesting fragment of this depiction is the pin embellished with flying phoenixes, from whose beak pearls were suspended on tiny chains. The phoenix, along with the dragon, Kailin, and tortoise, are the most revered creatures in China. Remarkably, the Chinese character Feng incorporates male attributes ascribed to the Chinese mythological creature of phoenix and is also a part of her name, which is Wang Xifeng. The author provides a constructive support of this argument himself, where he talks about her upbringing, which was just like a boy, and that Wang Xifeng is actually a boyish sounding name. This indicates how Wang Xifeng's physical personality and status are comparable to the men within the household and not her female counterparts. The theme of mythological creatures continues into the description of a necklet, which was of red gold in the form of coiling dragon. In Chinese mythology, the female phoenix is associated with an empress, while the dragon is correlated to an emperor. Here, dragon and phoenix collectively embody the concept of yin and yang, and their representation alongside each other is the author's way of telling readers that Wang Xifeng has both male, which is yang, and female, which is yin, characteristics. While Lung, which is the Chinese dragon, represents intelligence, ambition, and boldness, Feng, which is the phoenix, represents justice and graciousness. Wang Xifeng's character possesses all these qualities in abundance, reflected in how she frequently endeavors to gain appreciation within the household and how cleverly she manages it. Even Daiyu understands inklings of her character within that meeting, when she observes how Xifeng appeared more charismatic than others. Moreover, Wang Xifeng's jacket has an ermine lining, which is significant since ermines were typically used for royal robes in Eurasia and are representative of materialistic success. Putting Baoyu through this examination is fascinating because even he possesses a fluid identity within yin-yang. In the novel, Baoyu rejects the pre-established notions of masculinity and carries deep appreciation for ladies. Baoyu's first encounter with Daiyu is also very thought provoking, where his clothing is filled with subtle hints for the readers. His robe is described as having, a, and I quote, a pattern of flowers and butterflies in two shades of gold, unquote. In Chinese culture, butterflies represent youthful love. It signifies young people leading a happy social life, hopping from one flower to the other, which is also present on the robe. The two shades of gold represent the choice between Dayu and Baochai, which Baoyu eventually faces. Therefore, Tao hints towards a possible plot point and shows Baoyu's tendency to search for love through a single clothing item. In conclusion, readers can extract a lot from the novel by carefully studying the physical descriptions of the characters like Wang Xifeng and Baoyu. This can lead towards a better understanding of the novel and also impart valuable insights into the thinking of Tao Shi Chin. Thank you for listening.